Hello everybody, this is Karama018, and this is going to be my thoughts on My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 13. I would have gotten this out earlier today, but I got called in early for work, and I also had to wait until another video stopped compressing before I had to fix Episode 13 because I accidentally made Episode 13 from Episode 15, I think? Like, essentially, I clicked on episode 15 and compressed it and named it episode 13, is what I did. I didn't realize I did it until I checked the video. It's a good thing I checked it before I tried to upload it. It's a good thing I did. Anyway, I just got it fixed, and I'm uploading it right now. And this episode, we find out, obviously that Izuku's mother essentially allowed Midoriya to go to continue going to UA and to live in the dorms, which is good. And everybody arrives at the dorms, and we find out that if Aizawa had decided to, he would have expelled everybody except Bakugo, Jiro, and Toru, aka Invisible Girl, because they all knew about what Ida and the others were doing to rescue Bakugo, and were not able to stop them. I mean, but what could they do? All they did was they could only tell them to stop them, because you'd have a hard time trying to stop Todoroki, Kirishima, Yaoyorozu, Ida, and Midoriya without brute force. And even with brute force, they probably wouldn't be able to. But yeah, they weren't able because did not stop them. But he didn't. And apparently, Bakugo decides to try and make everybody, laugh, from what I've heard, because everybody was so down about what Aizawa said, because they could have easily been expelled, all because of this, and they were all down and sad about it, and he had to make them laugh by making Kaminari go dumb face and be stupid and make everybody laugh. And apparently Bakugo had enough money to pay Kirishima back for those night vision goggles that he had. Don't know where he got that money from. I assume he saved it over a period of time, because that's the only way he's going to have enough money. Which makes me wonder, what does he get in allowance? I don't know. And ignore the lighting thing, it's just... I didn't even realize that somebody put new light bulbs in my room. I thought I only had like 1 or 2 good light bulbs. I've got 3. Huh. Oh well. Anyway, everybody goes into the dorms, and they're quite big, and obviously we get a Mineta pervert moment. Though it's immediately shot down by Aizawa, because apparently the bathrooms and stuff are right by the common room area, but they're separated by gender, obviously. Why do you want to bet that Mineta's gonna try and drill a hole through the wall to see everything? Wouldn't put it past him, to be honest. Anyway, everybody unpacks, and it's later on in the evening, and well, the girls decide to go and have a little contest, see who has the best room. And I thought it'd be interesting to see what everybody's rooms would look like, and I kind of had an idea of what Izuku's room would look like if he was the first on the list. Check. And like I thought, it's full of All Might. Literally. All my figurines, all my posters. It's literally a fanboy, or, as the Japanese version put it, an otaku's room. I would assume that's kind of the same thing, just a bit different. I guess otakus are... I don't know. If somebody could explain that to me, that'd be great, but that's how it was put in the Japanese version. Anyway, Midori is all embarrassed because of everybody making fun of his room. And, which one do we go to next? I think we go to Ojiro's new room next, Tailman, and his room looks pretty ordinary, which, to be expected, some of them will more than likely look ordinary. And apparently this puts him down a little bit, because they were calling him normal, it was just kind of annoying him. or upsetting him or something. Who do we go after next? Tokoyami. And he was not having any of it. He was standing in front of his door, not gonna budge. And Mina and Toru work on pushing him out of the way, and they end up actually pushing him out of the way and onto the floor. And his room is quite dark, which kind of begs the question, his quirk Dark Shadow gets stronger in the dark. Wouldn't you want light in the room to keep it at bay, to keep it from doing anything stupid at night? But yeah, he's not having it. He's not happy. Because, like, they're looking at things in his room and he's telling them to get out. Which I do not blame them. Or no, did not blame him. And, what else was next? Mineta wanted to show them their room, or his room, quite badly. But we know, everybody knew, no. They knew that whatever was in his room they did not want to look at. So, nope, they skip his room. And, Ida's, I don't remember, I'm not going to go in any particular order, or the order of the show, but I am going to try and go over each one. Ida's room was, as you would expect, a ton of books. Surprisingly, a ton of glasses, which kind of makes sense considering, the training that they go through. You would expect to at least break 1 or 2 pairs of glasses. And he actually does mention this as to why he has so many, which, like I said, it makes sense. And oh, I forgot to mention, while they were checking out the dorms earlier in the day, Uraraka kept on fainting because it was just like, she kept saying it's just like a mansion. Which I can't blame her because it is big. And I think it's around this point that Mineta tells him, well, if we're doing a contest, we need to see the girls' room as well to make it fair. And I can understand it, but he had an ulterior motive, obviously, because he wanted to see the girls' rooms. And he knew that if only he was talking about it, then he would be seen as, obviously, the pervert. But if everybody else agreed, then it wouldn't be as bad. But anyway, Koda's room was cute. It had little stuffed animals, and I think one pet rabbit, which the girl was fond over. And it makes sense considering his quirk. And while the girls were fighting over it, I actually saw that Uraraka was wearing one of Peto's pairs of glasses. Like, what the heck, girl? They aren't even prescription for you. Actually, Mina and Uraraka were wearing them, now that I think about it. And, I'm trying to think of all the guys. Shoji's room was bare. Only a mattress, essentially a bed and a desk. That's it. And apparently he doesn't believe in owning, needing to own a lot of stuff. Which is good. It would help you with bills and stuff, but... Oh, and while this whole thing is going on, Bakugo's sleeping in his room because he did not want to participate. So we never get to see Bakugo's room. Which sucks, because I'm curious as to what it would look like. Anyway, who else is next? Who can I think of first, is what I should think. Because there's more guys than girls. We skipped Mineta. Dang it. I don't like wasting time with this, but I just can't remember. Well, we got to Todoroki. Oh, wait, no. Kirishima is, apparently had, the typical guy looking room with the punching bag and all sorts of stuff, and Uraraka kind of liked it. Which I think is going back to her time working for, interning for Gunhead, possibly. Or maybe that's just a side of her we never saw. Let's see, who else? Sato was one of the I think one of the last people we saw. Or one of the last of the guys that we saw. and his room looked pretty normal, but he had like things for cooking in it, and he had actually apparently baked a cake earlier, and it was about done. Like, I think he said it was a chiffon cake. And he shared it, obviously, with the girls, and the girls were loving it so much. And apparently he's a good cook, or at least a good baker. And apparently he does this because it helps with his quirk, because store-bought treats can get expensive, and I can understand that, especially in Japan. They're a lot more expensive than they are here in America. Anyway, Todoroki's room. Very Japanese. Oh, I remember another one. But yeah, everybody was wondering, how the heck did you get this done in a day? Because he had to apparently, I guess, look like he did remodeling. And all he said was, with hard work. I'm serious, that's exactly what he said. And during all this time, he's apparently sleepy. Which makes sense considering how much work he put into fixing up his room. It makes sense he's tired. And Sero, his room apparently looks Asian. Which, to be completely honest, we don't know much about Sero at this point. So, I didn't know what his taste would be, what it wouldn't be. So, this didn't really surprise me in any way. Or it didn't surprise me, yet it did surprise me, yet it didn't surprise me at the same time, because like I said, I don't know anything much about him. I think that's all the guys. If I forgot anybody, I apologize, let me know. But let's go on to the girls. Uraraka's room, like I said, looked pretty normal considering, because she had different things like a fan sitting on her desk, or on a little little coffee table in the middle of the room. It was normal, not too much. Toru's room, the invisible girl, her room was really pink, cute, stuffed animals everywhere, stuff like that. It was really very girly, I guess you could say. And Mina's room was a similar way, though she had a little bit more black in there with the pink. Which, like I said, typical girly rooms. Let's see. We didn't get to see Sue's room because she was claiming to be sick. Though I would assume that it would have a lot of green in it. Maybe a little bit of frog element in there. Let's see. Jiro's room had a lot of instruments. Apparently she could at least play the basics for all the ones that were in there. Oh! Aoyama. I almost... Oh my god! The flashiest, almost gay guy in the group, and I forget him. I am sorry, Aoyama. His room was, oh, so sparkly. But according to him, it's dazzling. But, yeah, that was not fair. That one didn't surprise me at all. It was funny, but it didn't surprise me. But, yeah, anyway, Aoyama and... Oh, Kaminari. Apparently, it looked like... his room looked like he had grabbed a bunch of random decorating things and put them in his room, apparently. But that's apparently his style. I don't know what to think about this style. I can't believe I forgot Kaminari and Aoyama. I'm stupid. Well, then again, it's hard to remember 20 characters. Some of them you don't know much about at all. Anyway, Kaminari and Aoyama made rude comments about Jiro's room, saying it was, like, not very girly, unladylike, stuff like that. And she gets them by getting her earphone jacks, one in each of the guy's ears, and getting them, essentially. Which I don't blame her. Let's see. I think only Yaoyorozu is left on the girls. And apparently, she brought furniture from her room. Though, from what I can tell, there's hardly any room to move around to get in the bed. You'd have to get on the bed from the front of the headboard, essentially. You have to climb in the bed through that way, because there's no way to get on the sides. That's how big the bed is. And even Kaminari makes a comment like, yeah, it's essentially crowded. Oh, Yaoyorozu. Oh, Yaoyorozu made a comment earlier about how the rooms are about as big as her closet. Which begs which makes me wonder, how big is her room? Probably 2 or 3 of those rooms connected, possibly. Anyway, yeah, after all that, like I said, they said Sue didn't feel well, so she wasn't participating, and as they're walking away, Sue is watching. And everybody casts their vote, and apparently it ends up being Sato. All the girls voted for him because of the cake. Anyway, before the guys, can disperse, Uraraka gathers the others who went on the mission to get Bakugo outside, and Sue wants to apparently talk to them. And it gets a little bit emotional because Sue only just found out this morning that they had gone on the mission. She assumed the whole time that they had stopped them, that they hadn't gone on it. And this upset her because she essentially felt bad for what she had said, even though it was the truth, and she wanted to be able to spend time with him, be happy again, but she didn't because she was upset. And essentially by this point, she's crying, and everybody apologizes, for everything, and that's essentially about how the episode ends. And like I said, only reason I even knew some of this stuff in this episode is because, like I said, blame my fiance for that. He tells me stuff. Anyway, I am tired. I was at work all day. I got home, had to wash dishes, had to put clothes in the washer. I'm tired. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. If you guys want to make your own comments on the episode, any of the characters' rooms, or anything like that, feel free to. And I will see everybody next time.